Okay, so the last step of this project is to do a little bit of outlining to help define our rectangles and give it that final disco ball look. So you probably can still see your black Sharpie coming through on places, which is totally fine because actually you're gonna kind of use those as a guide. So I'm gonna use two different materials here just so you guys can see. I will have a lot of choices for you to pick from, but I personally recommend either using a white oil pastel. I got some silver oil pastels or like a silver marker or something like that. Okay, so basically we're going to trace over all of this stuff, but notice how it can kind of bring the disco ball shape to life again. So however you want to go about that, that is up to you. But just look at how it's defining those areas a little bit and giving us that disco ball look. Okay, so I'm going to do one more row with this so you can kind of see how it comes together. Another option, if you like the white but you think the oil pastel lines are a little too thick, you might also consider using a white colored pencil. So notice how this can still give kind of that same look. It's a little bit more subtle. Okay, so that's a little bit of a different style there depending on what you want. Here is using a silver marker. Okay, so a little bit of a different look, just depending on what you want. None of these options are better than the other. It just really depends on your preference. One other thing you might consider too, if you kind of like the white colored pencil look, you might also consider doing a colored pencil that is similar to one of the colors that you have in here. So here I have a light blue color. So you could use that. This might be a little bit too much of the same color where we don't see it quite as much. So maybe I want to do something that's a little bit darker, a little bit lighter. That's up to you. But I would definitely recommend outlining this to get a little bit of a definition, just depending on what specifically you are wanting to do. And that will be our last step. And then we'll go ahead and cut out our disco balls.